My vehicle had insurance from the date that you pulled me over before then.
Wait, let him finish.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem.
Wait.
Yes, Your Honor. Angel Merkerson.
Okay, stay right there. Who are all these people around you?
Oh, I'm at work.
So I want to just see you and we'll go from there, okay? The officer is here. He's ready to have the hearing. Do you still wish to proceed to the hearing, ma'am?
Yes.
I'm going to ask you, officer, and you, ma'am, both to raise your right hands. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God. Officer?
I do.
Ms. Merkerson?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead, officer.
On March 18th of this year at approximately 9:03 a.m., I was on patrol in Brownstown Township, working in OHSP seatbelt detail. At that time, I observed Ms. Merkerson operating her motor vehicle wearing her seatbelt underneath her armpit and proper use of her seatbelt, and she was cited for the same.
Any questions of him?
You say questions. Are you asking me, Your Honor?
Yeah, do you have any questions of him, of the officer?
No, my only question was, my concern was that I had on my seatbelt, and I told him me reaching for my beverage, by me being short, my seatbelt naturally wants to come here. And if it's over my shoulder, when I go to reach for my drink, it's in the way. So I thought it would be just a warning. I'm like, I got a good driving record. I did have my seatbelt on, but that was my only question.
But you can't wear it like that though, ma'am.
I don't wear it. I don't wear it like that. I was just grabbing my beverage, and I literally had put my seatbelt under my arm. Like I said, I felt personally, this is me, I'm not saying that it's right, but I felt like that should have just been a warning, being that I did have my seatbelt on, when there's people that don't wear their seatbelts at all.
Well, that's not a defense. I mean, the fact that some people choose to violate laws.
But my defense is I was practicing the law. It's just that I did, as he said, okay, but it wasn't on properly. It was buckled. If I had had it holding it with my arm, but it really wasn't buckled, then I feel like that would have been okay, that's a violation. I didn't know that me putting it under my arm to reach for my beverage would cause me to get a ticket. I had no idea. So to me, I didn't see them give people warnings for lesser things. My seatbelt was buckled up. It just wasn't across my shoulder when he.
You're not wearing it properly, ma'am. That's not wearing it properly.
Your Honor, if I may speak to, she did receive 2 verbal warnings, one for her plate or vehicle showing no insurance on it, and she received a warning for a tinted license plate cover.
My vehicle had insurance from the date that you pulled me over before then.
Wait, let him finish.
Oh, okay, okay, no problem.
Wait.
So again, when I ran the plate during that traffic stop, it did show her vehicle was uninsured. I did not confirm or verify that because I wasn't taking action on it. She was receiving a verbal warning for it anyway. But from what I could see in my system, it was showing that her vehicle was uninsured at the time, which she did receive a verbal warning for, in addition to the tinted license plate cover that she had.
Okay, now can I speak?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another vehicle that was registered under the same plate. So I guess in transference, the state probably didn't have it updated, but I definitely had insurance. He never asked for a copy. So to say that I got a verbal warning, he never asked for my insurance to see if I had it or not. So I don't know how, because I have proof of everything. I made sure of that. I don't drive a vehicle without having proof of insurance. I couldn't take that car off the lot without proof of insurance. The only thing he asked me was, that car mine? And I said, yes, this car is mine. It's insured in my name, and I am the only owner. I never got a warning about anything with insurance, because we never discussed my insurance, because that was the issue. The only thing that officer stated to me was that because I asked him when he pulled me over specifically, because I was praising God. I was in praise and worship listening to a Pacific song. And I asked him, I said, excuse me, can I ask you why I'm being pulled over? Because I thought I was following all proper protocol. I knew my car had been registered. I knew that I had just transferred it from another vehicle off the plate at the dealership. They said that I could use the same plate and everything was properly done. I had all that proof in my glove box. I had my insurance. So I knew I wasn't being pulled over for those reasons. So when he said my seatbelt, I was shocked.
Ma'am, did you hear me? I was trying to stop you. Why weren't you stopping?
I didn't hear you say ma'am. I hear you now.
Okay, good. All right, so listen. That insurance, I don't even need to hear about it. I don't need to hear about the tinted window. He didn't write those, but you're responsible of seatbelt violation. I'm sorry. I find you responsible $65. Can you pay that today?
No, I cannot.
When can you pay it?
I don't. I'm unsure.
Where do you work?
At a hair salon.
Well, you got to give me a date when you can pay this, ma'am.
Am I able to fight this further? Because I don't agree.
Yeah, you can pay.
Okay. Well, I would like to do that because I don't agree.
Ma'am. Anybody listening to this knew you weren't going to agree. Hang
No,
on.
all the people that I work with feel like it was petty. All the people that I work with feel like it was petty. And even
Young
the
lady,
court,
do
the
not
secretary at the court.
interrupt me. Do not interrupt me.
Am I free to speak or not?
No, you're not. I've already heard you. I heard everything you had to say. I'm not about to argue with you.
I'm not arguing with you, sir. I'm a dog. I'm an
I'm
adult just like you
asking
are.
a question, and I'm going to tell you the answer. You can appeal this decision. You have to post the bond. Is it 7 days or 14 days, Lisa? Remind me.
I believe it's 7.
May 1, you have to pay by, and you tell them, I want to appeal that decision. You pay your $65, and then they will set it in front of the other judge, and you can tell the other judge your story, and maybe she'll agree with you. I don't know what else I can tell you.
That's all I need to hear. You don't have to tell me anything else. You have a wonderful day.
By May 1. Good luck to you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you. Devon Michael Huff.
Thank you, Your Honor.
What is happening in this world? People think they can argue about everything. Devon Michael Huff.
Stuart Schwartz, Your Honor, very good to be here to be.
How are you today, Mr. Schwartz?
Another swell day, Jonathan, the online is swell.
You got your work cut out for you on this one. You know that. No. Mr. Eschenroder, your name?
Tanner Eschenroder.
All right. So, Mr. Eschenroder, for the record, shows a conviction in 25. He was arrested on February 15th for a charge out of Monroe, but no charges have yet been filed, correct?
Correct.
Plus, he has this one. He has done well in the bond phase. I'll give you that. Have you had a chance to review the screening and assessment? And are there any material additions, corrections, or deletions?
Well, we have reviewed the pre-sentence and with the probation officer's notes, last page recommendations. We object to the end of the first sentence and half of the first line and half of the second line. The whole thing is defendant is a single 24-year-old.
Wait a minute. I'm not sure where you're talking about.
The last page I have of the.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
This defendant is a single 24-year-old with one prior drinking and driving conviction and one pending drinking and driving ban. I would dispute that. It's not pending. I mean, in my mind, pending means that it exists. There's a warrant, there's some process that's started. In this instance, there's nothing. He hasn't been charged.
No, I get it. I get it.
So we're asking the court not to think about that. But
I
we
got
will
it.
explain to him, I've explained to him that it's hard to get something out of your mind that's already there.
No, I don't have anything in my mind. What I'm concerned about is he's a young man and he's got the second one going on right now after he had the first. And at least somebody in the world thinks he was drinking right then. Now, they haven't proven anything. I'm with you on that.
Okay.
But he's a nice young man. He's done great in the bond phase. I want to be fair with him, but I am concerned about this. I mean, he could have been charged or could be charged. Well, maybe he couldn't be charged.
Yeah.
He couldn't be charged with a felony on that one because that preceded this date.
Right, you can't be charged.
No, I know.
On the other one.
I know, but you know, he's gotten 2. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I've been
It's okay. I agree with you. You know, I'm almost 38 years in that program.
and I give you credit for
I
that.
run some meetings, so I've had an opportunity to talk to him. And he understands he's young. He's got a lot of opportunities himself. I mean, he's a full-time employee at Ford Motor. He's in his 6th or 7th year. He's doing terrific. But this alcohol, when it gets a hold of you, grabs you and shakes you, you know, and you need to open your eyes. And he's scared. He's plenty nervous. He doesn't want to lose his job. He's you know, he's missed a lot of work because of court, because of the things that he's had to do. But he's done them in spite of that, and they have not terminated his employment, and we're in hopes that that doesn't happen because he sort of fully expects a pretty onerous sentence, but one that does not include incarceration. So, you know, that concerns me too. But it's clear that he's quit smoking marijuana, and he has. Just all the tests are negative. He attends everything the court has ordered him to attend and to participate in. And it appears to me that he doesn't just go, he goes in the spirit that we want him to go. He's trying to learn and change his life. You know, I don't know how long that takes. I don't know, you know, what you have to do. I did it, but it's different.
I appreciate having good lawyers in here, Mr. Schinroder.
So,
You got a good lawyer.
thank you.
I've always thought that. He knows that.
You know, we go back a long way.
Well, it has nothing to do with that. You make a lot of sense. And listen, no judge wants to sit up here and put people in jail all day long. Nobody does. I certainly don't. Certainly not with somebody who's at least exhibiting signs that he's turning his life around. And that's all we want. If we had a crystal ball and we could tell that nobody would go out and drink and drive again, we wouldn't even need these laws. If I could see in the future, I don't care if they did it 12 times, I could find them and let them get out of here. The whole purpose of this probation is to make sure this doesn't happen again. And none of us are God, and none of us have, like I said, crystal balls and can foresee the future. And your lawyer's right. It's unfair for anybody to assume that you're guilty of something where you haven't been charged. How, for all I know, now, I don't mind telling you, I think you're going to see a charge. It was probably a blood draw, if I had to guess, and it takes a long time. But maybe the blood draw shows you had a 0.05 or 0.06. I don't know. And it's not up to me to speculate. I'm a judge. I'm not a priest or anything else. So, do you want to say anything?
We're ready to perform the session.
2 years probation. I'll take you into sobriety court, and I am glad to do so. You're to comply with all agreements, guidelines, and requirements as indicated in the sobriety court participant handbook. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You're not to violate a law or ordinance. Change your address, place of employment, or home telephone number. You must notify probation. You have to report as directed. No alcohol, no marijuana, no illegal drugs, no controlled substance of any kind. You're not to go to any place where alcohol or controlled substances, I'm not talking about pharmacy, illegal controlled substances are being sold or dispensed, or even marijuana. I'm serious about that. There's no marijuana here. Submit to chemical testing, PBTs and ETGs on demand of probation. I'm going to order that you complete not 60, but 90 more days on the sober link. We'll switch that over. That will be paid for with our grant. You're to attend.
Can he, with the sober link, can that be what he does? It's hard for him to get to Southgate and everybody has to go.
I can't.
Let him test. Can he test him in Monroe? It's closer to
Yeah, they'll talk to him about that. He can test wherever he wants.
Okay.
And we're going to pay for it as long as I'm presuming the cost is the same. Like we have a deal with DNA where they're giving us a break because we send them participants. So if there's an overage, you're going to have to deal with that. I don't think there will be. I don't know. You'll have to talk to probation. Obtain an AA sponsor. Attend all substance abuse treatment at a facility approved by probation. Attend the Victims Impact Panel. Attend the ARM program, which everybody speaks highly about. You're to report to sobriety court status reviews with me every 2 weeks. You're to maintain your employment with proof provided to probation. Now, here's where we get to the fun part. Give me 1 second. He has 1 day credit coming, correct?
Believe so.
I'm gonna take a chance on you, but I'm telling you, if there is any violation, you're gonna have to answer to. Do we understand one? 16 days jail credit, one serve 15. I'm gonna have you do 8 of those on the court work program. They can schedule you on Saturdays or Wednesdays. So you can figure that out with your schedule. 8 on the court work program, 7 days of community service. So that's a little more flexible. So you can do that with your work. You can work around that. I'm going to give you some time.
Days below, sir.
Saturday and Wednesday
What time will that be?
in the mornings. You work every Saturday?
Every Wednesday and Saturday.
It's mandatory for him. I mean, he doesn't care about some of the work, but it's mandatory for him.
Well, we'll work with you on that, but I'm gonna have you do the court work program. You're gonna have to figure something out. Maybe we can delay it a bit. I'm gonna give you community service 7 days, that's 56 hours. And you have to have that completed by January the 5th of 27. So I'm gonna give you some time. You're gonna complete 8 days on the court work program. You have to pay $235 a day for a total of $280. 200 fines, 200 costs. 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, and a $60 screening fee. So your fines and costs are only 5.25, 585. But you have court work program fees of 280 for a total of 865. And then you have 480 in probation fees for a total of $1,345. And then you have $360 in sobriety court fees for a total of $1,705. Double check my math, will you please, Heather? If you
That is what I
violate,
got, Judge.
thank you. If you violate, your probation could be revoked and you could be incarcerated for a period of 93 days with credit for 1 day served and any time you serve on the court work or community service. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. I wish you well. I really do. You're a nice kid and you need to walk out of here not going like this. I got out of that. The whole issue right now is, are you going to get through the program? 1 day at a time. 1 day at a time. You got too much that you could lose. I'll tell you what, 98% of the people in here would love to have a full-time job to come in here at Ford Motor Company. You got it?
Sir.
All right, so I'm gonna let him set up his own payment plan, Mr. Schwartz. You can tell me if he can pay all this. If he can't, I get it. He can set it up. How much can you pay today? Pay 500 now. I don't need you to bankrupt yourself here. I don't know are you making what? How much you making per hour?
240.
I want a job there, mister.
Me too.
All right, you pay 500 now. You get paid weekly there, right? Can you pay, and I'll just have you pay 75 per week. Can you do that?
Yes.
And I'm gonna start that beginning. Look at nice kids saying, sir. Some come in here and they say other things under their breath. I'm gonna not start you till September the 21st, okay? If you ever don't have the money, no problem, call the court, we'll go on Zoom, or you can come in here and talk to me on or before the due. I'll give you an extension, I don't care how many times we have to do it. You'll meet with probation. We'll get everything changed over, so the testing, as long as you test, every time you test negative, we pay. Subject to what I said about testing elsewhere. Sobriety, the SoberLink device, as long as you test every time and test negative, we pay with our grants. Okay?
I've, my assistant, is a mentor at the sobriety court in Royal Oak, so he's already talked to her once, he'll talk to her again. And, I have had a sponsor down there, you know.
Good.
So,
Well, great.
good deal.
Good looking kid here, huh? We can't have him getting in trouble though. Okay?
Be a target if you want to.
Best of luck.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. Again, I'm sorry that I got out here so late today. David Leonard Allen, 26B150909A and B. Good morning, sir. Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. David Allen.
You're charged with driving on a suspended and leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You have the right to an attorney today. I'll be happy to provide you with one if you would like one at public expense. Would you like a lawyer? It's up to you. I'd get one, triple name, and I wasn't a lawyer, even if I was, I'm just telling you, I'd get one. I'll give you a lawyer. Leave the scene. You want to make sure nothing happens here. We'll give you a lawyer. You go out in the hallway. We'll set you up. The lawyer will talk to you, talk to the prosecutor. Either way, you're coming back. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Good luck. What do you guys have over here? You have a case? Do you guys have a case?
Thursday, sir.
How you doing? Am I doing okay so far? I'm just kidding. Logothetis, John Philip Logothetis, 26I 415-650. Mr. Logothetis, he showed up with a suit on. Judges noticed that. Your name?
John Loventhus.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You're charged with leaving the scene of a property damage accident. You have the right to a lawyer. You want one?
No,
You sure? You don't want one?
no, I already paid him $2,500. He's my neighbor. The guy's been about to. It's the old police chief, or not police chief.
I know, but-
That-
Hang on a sec. All right, you want me to just arraign you? I can go ahead and give you a lawyer, though. It's free. The state does this, not us. They pay for lawyers if they want one, and they're arraign them the trial. If you want one, I'll give you one. If you don't, then I'm gonna arraign you and send you to the Groseal Township prosecutor. It's up to you. Can't hurt you to have one. I'm not gonna charge you for it. If it goes on, I will, but a little bit, not much, usually not at all, but it's up to you. Whatever you want. I'm not trying to make it worse or harder or anything like that.
To be honest, I mean, if it's gonna be, a fine, or I know that, it's just leave it up, but I know.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a lawyer. Let me give you a lawyer. You talk to the lawyer. This is a 6-point violation if you're convicted of this. You don't want 6 points on your record. I'm not saying they would do that to you. Sir, you're gonna have to take your hat off, please. And we'll be glad to you go talk to the lawyer will talk to the prosecutor, and then you'll come back in front of me, okay? All right, thanks. Ma'am, what do you have? What's your name in the back there? Ma'am? Do you have a case in here?
My daughter.
Okay. Okay. You're welcome. Joseph's file. Who has Ms. Joseph as her lawyer?
Miss Petio does. I had Will let her know that she's on Zoom, but she has not gotten on yet to speak with her.
Is Ms. Patillo in the building or is she on Zoom?
I was told she's in the building.
Well, Ms. Joseph didn't show up for her screening or didn't send the paperwork back, so it should be a quick one.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I asked Will because I kept trying to call
That's
Miss
fine.
Petio on the phone. She did not answer. I think she was with someone.
He's got about 4 going around.
No problem.
Was Steph.
All right, come on up here, sir. Simmons? Jawan Daryl Simmons, 26B 15108A and B. We have a no proof of insurance and an improper plate. Come on up here, tell me your name, please.
Watson.
How you doing, Mr. Simmons? You're charged with improper plate and no proof of insurance. You have the right to a lawyer. If you want one, I'll give you one. You waive your right to a lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. These aren't the most serious, not that you should be doing anything wrong if you did, but on August the 2nd of 26, the police think you were operating a motor vehicle in Brownstown Township on Van Horn near Telegraph at 2:56 p.m. with an improper plate that is a misdemeanor punishable by up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs Geraldo. They also think that you had no proof of insurance. That's a civil infraction on your person. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand this advice of rights form here today? You got to keep your voice up for me.
Yes, I did.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You still wish to waive your right to a lawyer.
Yes.
I'm entering a not guilty plea. $100 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. Hey, you can do whatever you want. Fox. People against Cormac Herschel Fox, 26I-785-24A and B. Good morning, Mr. Holmberg.
Good morning, Edward Holbrook, defendant, since podium.
Your name?
Cormac Fox.
So he's got a drive while suspended and a reckless drive.
If I may, I think they made a mistake on the drive. It was leaving the scene of an accident. Somehow or another, it got entered improperly, I think.
Let me see. Yeah, we need to change that, Heather. Somebody put on the register drive while suspended, but he's clearly leaving the scene of a property damage accident and reckless driving.
Okay, Judge.
So
Is,
I'm just going to indicate, I'm going to just write on here, leaving the scene of a property damage accident, which is 6-point violation. First of all, does he stand mute and waive formal reading on these?
Right at the slowly.
And the prosecutor's going to give failure to report?
That's correct. It happened on, this facts that there are certain evidentiary issues I believe he believes as well he has with this case.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and take the plea if that's what they want to do. If you plead the failure to report, the possible penalties are up to $100 in fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Call in the prosecutor for me, will you please? That's gross deal. And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we are not going to have a hearing or a trial of any kind. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. To the charge, failure to report a property damage accident, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Were you involved in a collision on August 5 at 2:26 on Groseal Parkway near Meridian in Groseal at 7:35 p.m.?
Yes.
What were you involved in a collision with? Another vehicle?
He was coming out of the country club. And did you come out, were you coming out of the country club that day?
Yes.
And making a turn out, did you hit the sign?
Yes.
What sign?
The Grossio, country club sign, brick sign. On the side, and
So you're coming out of the country club, you're turning on the Groseal Parkway,
coming into the country.
coming into the country club. And the sign, correct me if I'm wrong, is east. It's east of the driveway, right?
Yes.
And so in coming into the country club, you hit the sign
Yep.
and you damage the sign.
Yes.
And then what happened?
He went into the country club.
You didn't call the police.
I didn't call it.
You didn't notify anybody at the country club that you struck the sign.
He went into the locker room meeting. No, he didn't. Anyone of authority that he should have notified, he did not, correct?
Yes.
Your name?
Good morning, Your Honor. To you and your staff, Matthew Wayne on behalf of Groseal Township.
All right. I'm curious how you managed to do this. Were you drinking?
No,
How'd you manage to do that?
I just got in the car a couple of weeks ago and I was turning in and I hit the accelerator.
Did you talk to Groseal Country Club, see if there's any restitution?
If I may, we are he's a member as I am. The board's aware of this matter. The president is aware of it, Mr. Stephen Rogenhagen, and it's my understanding that any restitution that would be due to the club will be handled through the machine account.
I still have to have them notified. I gotta tell you. I mean, uh, so are you on probation or parole right now,
No.
sir?
No,
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
no.
All right, I'm gonna accept the plea, fair report. We're gonna have to notify the victim. Who's the general manager there?
Sure.
Can you find out, Mr. Wayne, and you,
Yes.
whatever, you guys are gonna let us know so we can send a letter to them, and they have the right to still appear here, okay?
Yeah.
So I'll set a sentence date. I'll give you a $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate any law. You must appear in court as directed. And we'll give them a date, 2, 3 weeks out, and then make sure probation to notify the victim.
That'll be
Because-
September 9th at 8:30.
And I just want you to know that even though he's only pleading to this, which I usually don't say there's restitution associated with it, since he was at least charged with reckless, and it certainly seems like it was reckless to me, I will order restitution if they don't resolve it through them. If they choose to send a letter to the court and say, we don't want to do anything, we're handling it internally, that's fine. But and I have to notify the victim, so that's what I'm doing. September, what date did you give me? September what?
9,
At what time?
8:30.
All right, so you can go down and get your notice, sir,
Thank you
okay?
so much. Ron.
Have a good day. Ryan Hunter Robinette, thanks. 26B150171.
Hello, Your Honor.
How you doing? Your name?
I'm doing it, Brian Robinson.
Who are you with?
I'm with my grandmother and my mother.
Mom, come on up here, will you please? So, listen, your name?
Chantal Belsa.
Oh, she's on this?
Yeah. She's coming.
We've never spoken with this lawyer at all. Well, we've had a man lawyer from the beginning. I've never talked to this woman at all. And I'm up here just to tell you that this was a trespass.
Hang on, come on, I can't go on without having the lawyer here. Well, listen, the case has been going on for a while. And it's going on because we don't have any control over when they schedule and complete competency exams. Ms. Patillo, your name?
Dion Patiopi 82378 on behalf of the defendant.
But he needs to appear for his competency exam, and now I have a note here that says he didn't appear on June the 16th. Wait a minute.
I believe that's a message, Your Honor.
Yeah, June 16th exam. Why weren't you there?
I wasn't notified that there was.
No, we never received anything.
I left them 2 voicemails to call me back on my phone number, and I had to receive any calls from them directly telling me when I should come in.
Or letter.
That this has happened twice. It's not one of them going to go to the hearing.
It's the forensic center, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good. Did you get any mails? No, but.
I left them 2 voicemails, but they never called back.
All right. Can we do something before you leave?
Yeah.
They sent me a letter on June 17th. I had this rescheduled, but they just notified me you hadn't appeared. So wait a second, let me think this through. Heather, before he leaves, would you call over to the forensic center. You'll see the letter in here. And see what the situation is. Maybe they can give him a date now. And they can follow up with a letter and make sure that they have his current address. You still live at Hazel Street?
Yes, sir.
So that's the best I can do. So I'll reschedule this out about 6 weeks. What do you have as a new date, Heather?
You said you want to do 6 weeks
6 or
from
7
today?
weeks. They're probably not going to have it done then.
So that puts us to October 7th.
Wow. We'll reschedule this for October 7th at 9, but I'm going to ask you both to stay here until she can make some calls and figure out what's going on. Okay? All right, we'll see you back here then, but go down the hall and talk to my judicial clerk. You'll talk to her, Heather, okay?
Thank you.
Maybe Amy will take care of that. I don't know. She's got too much going though. She's important. I'm just kidding. Okay, what do we have now? We have Jody Dean Kind, 261-51301A, B, and C.
Good morning, Your Honor. DM, COP 8237A on behalf of Mr. Jody Kynes.
Jody Kine.
All right, so for purposes of arraignment on the possession of a controlled substance and driveway license expired, how does he wish to proceed?
He stands mute and waives being never charged.
Is that what you want to do, Mr. Kind, is proceed with this offer, which says you're going to plead guilty to the possession of a controlled substance under section 7411, and they are going to dismiss the driveway license expired, which is a 2-point misdemeanor, and that you are going to also plead responsible to the charge count 2 defective equipment.
Yes,
That's what you want to do?
yes.
All right, so if you plead to defective equipment, as I said, that's a civil infraction. If you plead to possession of a controlled substance under local ordinance, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. I'll take it under section 7411. I'll set terms and conditions. And if you are compliant, the case will be dismissed on motion of the prosecutor at the end of the probationary period. You understand that? And you just sign, read, and understand the advice of rights form here today.
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be getting up and we are not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? All right. Do you have any questions before I ask you how you plead?
Oh, yeah.
The charge of possession of a controlled substance, how do you wish to plead?
No.
Were you in Brownstown Township on August the 6th of 26, specifically on Pennsylvania near Allen?
Yes.
Were you in possession of amphetamines?
Yes.
Now, this says they belong to Isaac Davis. Yes?
Yes.
Why were you in possession of those pills?
We went to the beach that day. We picked up his prescriptions. We went out to Sterling State Park. When we all started to leave, he wanted to go back with his mom and stepdad, and my 2 kids came home with me. He left his prescriptions in the center console. I didn't know it until 10 o'clock at night when she called and said, my son needs his prescriptions. That's the only reason I was out taking, I was going to meet her to give him some prescriptions.
And then on the way there, you got pulled
Got
over
pulled over.
for defective equipment and expired license, right?
Yes, yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, you're not.
Anybody in the world force you to plead guilty?
Oh, yeah.
With the charge defective equipment, how do you plead, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
I'm going to take your plea under 7411 on the possession of amphetamines. I'm going to dismiss the driveway license expired. I'm going to accept your plea to defective equipment. I'm going to give you a $1,000 personal bond. You don't have to post any money. Here are your bond conditions. You have to go over to Brownstown Police Department, get fingerprinted and photographed. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate any law or ordinance. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to have any contact with prosecution witnesses. No alcohol, marijuana, or illegal controlled substances. Do you understand that?
Sure.
I think I'm gonna send him for a test right now. So I'm gonna do that. Heather, call probation, please, and find out if DNA is open today.
Okay, Judge.
You gonna test negative?
For what? I got marijuana in my system. I'm a chronic pain patient. I do smoke marijuana. I take Vicodins.
Do you have a medical marijuana card?
It's expired.
Oh, then I'm ordering no alcohol, marijuana, or illegal drugs.
I respect that.
Okay, if you have opiates in your system, I certainly hope that you have a prescription for those that's up to date. Okay? Can't just
Judge.
use. Yeah,
I was told, yes, they are open.
all right, so you are going to go over to Brownstown to get fingerprinted and photographed today. Before 1 p.m. By 1 p.m., we're gonna prepare that order. We're gonna fax it or email it over to Brownstown. I'm gonna order a screening and assessment. You're gonna fill out a questionnaire and be interviewed today.
He obtains a medical marijuana property and
It's expired.
if he gets it,
Well, I don't want to deal with hypotheticals. If he applies for a medical marijuana card and he has one, then we'll revisit the issue. But I'm kind of concerned the way he's looking at me. You're using things, I think, aren't you?
What?
Well, I'll just ask you, do you have a prescription, current prescription for Vicodin?
Yeah, yes, yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay, then we won't have a problem. But take that prescription of DNA with you, the bottle, okay? Probation will explain all that. I'm gonna give you a sentence date. What is the sentence date gonna be, Heather?
September 9th at 8:30.
September the 9th at 8:30, okay? And I wish you well, sir. Do you have any questions? Go down the hall, get your notice, go over to probation, fill out your questionnaire and be interviewed. They'll explain to you where you go and test at, and then you're going over to Brownstown to get fingerprinted and photographed, okay?
Thank you.
Best of luck. Thanks. Light, Daniel Allen Howard Light, 24B1469318 and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. We have the TOP 8237-835, Mr. Vice Bishop.
Daniel, like,
So my right, he pled guilty to driving on a suspended and careless driving. And I think what I did is, do we notify a victim on this one, Heather?
Which one was this, Judge Light?
Yeah, I don't know if we did or I didn't write it down. That must be why I set it for sentencing.
I mean, normally if probation does, they write it in there.
Yeah, I know. And they didn't. And that might have been my fault because I don't think I wrote it down. That's clearly what I wanted to do. There was an accident. Yeah, there was an injury too. I'm sorry. I really am. I'm gonna have to reschedule this and notify the victim. My apologies to you, sir. We'll reschedule the sentence and make sure victim notified, okay? Or have them do it, Heather. My apologies. I do apologize to you, sir. 9/9, is that what we're doing?
That's correct, Judge.
At what time?
We can do 8:30 for that.
At 8:30 in the morning. I do apologize. I don't know how that got through the cracks. I probably I'm supposed to write it down. I didn't, and it's my fault. I'm sorry. I'll see you back here. Thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Delissa Louise Taylor, 26B83913. A, B, and C. I have a vicious dog, dog grooming at large, no license, and as I understand it, defendant is going to plead guilty to, or no contest to animal violation, vicious act, true?
Yes, Judge, the apathy of the 82378 on behalf of the
Yes, please. Your name, ma'am?
Lisa Taylor.
Heather. I mean, Steve. I'm sorry. So if you plead no contest to a vicious act, I'm gonna go ahead and dismiss the other two counts. A no contest plea has the same effect as a guilty plea. If you plead no contest, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 90 days jail, thoughts of all those. Do you understand that? And is the reason for the no contest plea possibility of civil litigation?
Yes.
So if you plead no contest, what's going to happen is they are asking me to take that plea and take it under section 771.1, place you on probation, set terms and conditions, and if you're compliant at the end of the specified period of 6 months, the case would be dismissed. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you agree to those terms?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand an advice or rights form here today? If you plead no contest, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that? Do you stipulate I can use the police report to establish a factual basis?
Yes.
Ma'am, to the charge of animal vicious act, how do you plead?
Okay.
I'll review the report. I've had it marked People's One. Where's the dog now?
House.
All right. Based on my review report, I find there's a factual basis for the plea. Are you on probation or parole, ma'am?
No.
Has anybody forced you to plead no contest? We're gonna have to notify the victim on this one as well. The plea is taken under section 771.1. I'll accept the plea. I'm going to go ahead and dismiss the 2 civil infraction charges on motion of the prosecutor, the dog at large, and the no license. So we will notify the victim. They have the right to appear. And we will sentence you at a later time. Is there any issue as to restitution to your knowledge?
Not to my knowledge, Your Honor.
All right, so that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna give you a new court date. It just concerns me because I'm looking at the bond condition and somebody said, and I don't want you to comment on this, that the dog came out a window. So we need to make sure the dog, if that happened, and I don't want you to comment on whether or not it did or didn't, the dog not be allowed access. Again, the bond condition is that the dog is to remain in the fenced-in yard, your residence, or on a leash and equipped with a muzzle and accompanied by you or, accompanied by a defendant. All right, so that's it. We'll give you a sentence date. We'll notify the victim, and that's going to be, is that September 9th?
Correct, Judge. We'll do this one at 8:45.
8:45, okay? So you can go down the hall, get your notice. Again, make sure that they tell them that they notify the victim on this one, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Thank you very much. Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you. People against. David Leonard, 26B150909, A and B. Who's your lawyer?
The woman that was sitting right.
Oh, Mr. Graziano. Okay, why don't you have a seat at the table right behind you? Thompson, Dean Kenneth Thompson here. 26B150709A. Next is going to be Perez Paredes. Your name, sir?
Dean Thompson.
You're charged with driving on a suspended. You also have no insurance. You have the right to an attorney. Would you like one?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you a lawyer. You can go out in the hallway and we will set you up with an attorney. You can go right outside the door there to your right in those pews there. And they will set you up with the defense lawyer, okay? Perez Paredes, come on up here. Christopher Perez Paredes, where is he? Is that you, sir? Come on up. Where's your lawyer? Okay, good enough. 26B15105 2A and B. Come on up, sir. Are you a lawyer or the interpreter?
No, he can speak English, but he's never been in court before.
Okay, what's your name, sir?
Christopher Perez.
What is your name?
My name is Carlos Ojeda. I'm his uncle.
Okay, so
He's driving my car.
okay, so I got to talk to him though. You can stand there. No, you're good there. Stay there, but
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna let him answer some questions here. You're charged with drive while unlicensed and no insurance. You have the right to a lawyer, Mr. Paredes. I'd suggest you get one. Do you want a lawyer?
Yes, sir.
You don't want a lawyer?
Can you just talk to the defendant?
Defendant.
Are you tired?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, let me get you a lawyer, okay?
Yeah.
We'll get you a defense attorney. So you can go out in the hallway and we'll go from there. Okay? I will set you up. Do I have some stickers out there? Do we have anybody? Here's a couple. We'll set you up with a defense attorney. So you go out in the hallway and we'll set you up and either way you'll come back in front of me, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Transportation carriers 26B151325 A and B. Your name, sir?
Marcus, very able to tell.
What, can you spell that?
Silverio. Vitello, V as in Victor, ITEL.
Are you the principal, the president of the corporation?
Yes,
Okay, you are the president. Who's this gentleman next to you?
he was the driver and the owner of the equipment.
All right, so you met with it's a civil infraction, so I can let you appear here. The prosecutor is going to dismiss the defective equipment if you plead to overweight on behalf of the company. And you're authorized to enter that plea, sir,
Yes,
to the charge of overweight violation, responsible or not responsible?
responsible.
I'll accept that plea. Fines and costs per the agreement are $2,500. Defective equipment's dismissed. Can you pay that today or do you need time?
We need time.
How much time?
6 months.
Ooh, you're asking for a lot. I don't give 6 months.
Okay.
I mean, I usually give 30 days. How about if I set you up on a weekly plan? You want me to do that?
Weekly or monthly would be good. Whatever works.
How about bi-weekly? How much can you pay bi-weekly?
$1,000.
$1,000 bi-weekly?
No, 500.
Okay, starting when?
Sorry. Today.
You're gonna pay 500 today? $500 due today, $500 bi-weekly, then beginning on September the 14th. How's that? If something, and now remember, you're talking to this gentleman. Your name again, sir? Say, spell that name for me.
JSSAN. NOOSANOOSAWI.
Okay. I'm only telling you that the company's responsible for this. It looks like he's gonna pay it. But the company's responsible.
Yes.
So I want to be clear about that. Whether he pays or not, you have to pay 500 today and 500 bi-weekly beginning on the date that I told you.
I understand.
Okay? I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You too. Mr. Eshelman, who was your lawyer again?
This Theo.
We're gonna get her in here. Do we have Doyle, Riley Scott Doyle? Come on up, sir. 25 W837918A and B. Your name?
Probably will.
You have the right to a lawyer on these. You're charged with driving under suspended and limited access. They said they think you were supposed to be here back last year in September of 25 on the one. And it looks like in May of 25 on the other. You want a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm taking a quarter of my right now if I can. My lawyer didn't get here today. He's in a different city. I have him going around getting all my driving like cases together right now.
You gotta show up in court,
Yeah, I know that.
do you?
I plan on it.
Now they're, I'm gonna make this easy. I'm gonna get his lawyer here. What day did I give you on the other one? September 9th, was it? Can we do this on the 9th? This is out of Woodhaven, or what day are they here?
They will be here for Judge Hessen on the 9th.
Let's do it at 8:30 in the morning. So you tell your lawyer he's got to be here at 8:30 in the morning if he's going to represent you on these, okay?
Sure.
So I'm trying to accommodate by giving you,
Do you want me to do
Sentence.
this as an arraignment on that date, Judge?
arraignment and pretrial on the suspense, show cause hearing on the limited access.
Okay,
I'm setting them for 8:30. So I'm gonna try to help you, so you only have to come once.
Thank you.
But he's gotta be here at 8:30 and you have to be here at 8:30, so make sure he understands that, or she understands that, whoever it is, okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck, Eshelman. Derek Arthur Eshelman, call in the Brownstown Township prosecutor. Ms. Patillo, your name,
Deanne Patillo, 82378 on behalf of Mr. Eshelman.
your name, sir?
There, that's me.
All right, did you guys talk about restitution?
We did it. There's a number that we agreed on your,
I just need the prosecutor to confirm that I don't trust you. I certainly do. What is the number?
$2,558.88.
Hang on one second.
It was $3,058.88, but I think that included a traffic ticket that was deducted.
Your name?
Township.
What was the restitution amount? Did you say 225,588?
Yeah,
I hope I heard that right. $2,255.88, right?
yes.
Is that,
1,558.
restitution?
Yeah.
How are you guys off $300?
Because of that traffic.
I just added that from the 3,000. So the original number was that.
Yeah, so we got the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it was $500 that should have been deducted from the $3,058.88.
So we're in agreement of the 2,558.
I just want to be clear. Restitution amount that the parties have agreed to. And you've consulted with the victim, who I see is, right?
I do know that he does have 2 surgeries coming up potentially, and I did explain to him that that might be outside of it where he might need to seek civil litigation, but for now, the restitution is this.
Well, come on up here, sir. I sentenced defendant on June 17th to 26. Your name?
Dennis James Holden.
Well, I don't think that's fair. I mean, I can order that he pay 2,558.88 right now, or at a reasonable time. And then if there's further restitution, I can set another hearing and we'll add that to it.
I would appreciate that.
Restitution hearing, parties agree, and I just want to be clear about this, parties agree that $25,5888 is owed as of now. Do you agree with that, sir?
Yes, sir.
And then another restitution hearing to take place. We'll set it out 3 months to determine whether more restitution should be ordered. So that's what I'll do. What is the likelihood you're gonna have those surgeries?
The rotator cuff surgery is probably end of September, October 1st. And the eye one, they might have to take care of the tear duct. That one's just not set up yet.
I'm setting these for January. We're gonna set it for January. So give me a date in January when Brownstown is here.
Let me look. We could say January 6th.
At 9 a.m., January 6th at 9 a.m. So if you have those surgeries, you're gonna give us the bills, submit them to the prosecutor beforehand. She can talk to Ms. Patillo. As of now, I'm ordering $2,558.88 in additional in restitution, and any amounts determined to be due hereafter. All right, so now, can you pay all that today?
No.
How much do you have today?
500.
Okay, let me see here. What did I order in terms of a payment plan? Did you pay everything before?
No, I was told to wait until this hearing, so I knew what my total was by my probation officer.
Who is your probation officer?
I don't want to say her name right, Donald, I believe.
Is Pam off today?
No, she's here, Judge. I spoke with her when I called about DNA.
You in the courtroom on that, show me, please. Thank you. All right, so I'm gonna set up a payment plan for him. By law, sir, it's 50-50 fines and costs versus restitution. So if we got 1,000, technically you have 500 of that coming, the court has the rest. We're not gonna send you a check every day, but I'm gonna certainly have them try to expedite all this. Your name? So I'm ordering as of now, and I want an additional, I want this included in an amended order of probation. I'm ordering restitution to be paid in the amount of $2,558.88, 255888. Defendant is also to pay restitution in any amounts, any further amounts that the court deems appropriate following a hearing. We're setting a hearing for January 6th. The defendant's talking about orbital fracture surgery, it looks like, and rotator cuff surgery. So I just want that to be clear. Now I'm gonna set up a payment plan. Defendant to pay 500 today. Where do you work at again, sir?
I work for a concrete floor coating company. I'm on commission.
How much can you think you can pay every week or bi-weekly?
I get paid bi-weekly. I can do usually around 500, but like I said, I'm on commission.
I'll make it $250 bi-weekly. Look, you think you can do 350?
I'd be more comfortable with
250 bi-weekly. 250 bi-weekly beginning on September the 11th or 14th. Can you do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you don't have the money at any point, you call the court, we'll go on Zoom, or you can come talk to me on or before the due date at 8:30. I'll give you an extension. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else? Anything else?
No, you're-
Anything else? Have a good day. Good luck. Mazelewski. Yeah,
Judge, can I just interject here? I have I have Walgreens in the waiting room for a case on Barker,
right.
Deshaun. He has
Where's-
not checked in. I was told by John he hasn't checked in, and I just don't want to hold them out
I
there. if we don't
understand.
think-
Tell him to wait 5 minutes. I'm gonna call the case, okay?
Okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah, yeah. Can you have John give me that file? That's the sentencing on Barker. Mazelewski, Jamie Cates Mazelewski, 26I, 415-618. How are you?
Yeah.
You gotta be scared to death, huh? Who's with you? You're 16. Gotta slow down. You're gonna slow down? Nice. Okay, you're gonna plead to impeding traffic, right? What year are you gonna be, a junior or senior? And where do you go?
Yeah.
How you doing in school? Okay.
Good.
All right. I'll get you out of here so you don't faint at the podium, if you will, okay? To the charge of impeding, responsible or not responsible. I'll accept the plea. 150, speeds dismissed. Go down, pay your 150. Best of luck, study hard. Luck, thank you. People against Barker. Deshaun Lamont Barker. This is 26B150906. Ms. Patillo, you're his lawyer. You haven't seen him today.
No.
Your appearance?
Deanne Patillo, 82378 on behalf of Mr. Deshaun Barker.
Can you bring in the gentleman from Walgreens, please?
I'm here, Your Honor. Greg Lizette
Okay,
with
can you
Walgreens.
start your video, please?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you. I'm gonna make a note. I'm so sorry you got stuck here. You are Greg Lizette.
Yes, sir.
So defendant failed to appear, and I'm sorry, defendant failed to appear for sentence. I'm gonna issue a bench warrant. And I'm gonna set a bond, 5,000, 10%. So bench warrant to issue, bond to be forfeited. New bond will be 5,000, 10%. And Heather, I don't need him to, yeah, I want to make sure this is the correct phone number. I hate to announce it on YouTube here, but I'm going to write it down. Last four numbers are 7291, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll make sure we notify you. Regulars. We'll be sure to notify you when the defendant is picked up on a warrant. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
You have a great day. Sorry about
Thank you,
this.
sir.
Have a
No
nice
worries.
day. Thank you.
Yeah, take care.
All right. I know. Kathleen Megan Hasselbeck. 26I-260-9851, 26I-260-9852, and 26I-260-9853. Good morning. What do we? Good morning, Ms. Ford. Your name? Your name?
Matthew Wayne on behalf of the Township of Groseal. Your Honor.
This is going to be a plea to operating while intoxicated. You're not asking for a cop's plea or anything like that, are you?
Something else.
Come on up real quick. Come on. All right, what's going on? Everything good? Go off the record.
Well, it's been a lot of negotiation. We was reached, right, to
I see operating while intoxicated with a super drunk to be dismissed in the other file.
That's, and that, right, but here's what, the last second I remember, she's like about 3 or 4 days from it's a sec. She's 3 or 4 days from it, so if she pleads today, she'll have a revocation for her. On December 1st or after.
Oh, no.
Or after she
I
wouldn't have a
can't do that. I
revocation
won't do
for,
that. I won't do that. You want me to put this off for 4 months? No,
yeah, I did,
I can't do that. I won't do that. I'm sorry.
it affected you.
I can't do
I
that.
mean, I don't think she'll lose it, but I'm deeply affected.
I
She
won't do that.
thinks she'll,
I'm sorry. I just won't do that.
okay.
I just can't. I'm sorry. I do it for her. I gotta do it for everybody else. I mean,
But most lawyers don't even think,
I do. I just can't do it.
and there's no objection.
Well, I don't care if there's an objection. The case's been going on since June. That would put me far on the board, and I'm not gonna do it. Sorry. That's good. All right.
Can I say one thing? You get better well, everybody should, but I get better every day. I didn't think of it until today,
You didn't think what?
of all this until today.
I don't know.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Thanks. All right, go back on record. All right, so we're back on record on Hasselbeck. So your client's going to plead to operating while intoxicated. They are going to dismiss the super drunk, and they are going to dismiss the leave the scene of a property damage action, correct?
Yes.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
If you plead guilty here, the possible penalties are up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, 360 hours community service. Court costs are all 6 points, license suspension or revocation in accordance with your record, and your vehicle could be or might have to be immobilized depending upon your record. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice or rights? Did you sign and read and understand the advice and rights form? She didn't sign this today. You're presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to remain silent. You have the right to a trial. At a trial, you have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses and to testify or remain silent. If you plead guilty, you're waiving the presumption of innocence. You're waiving the requirement that they prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, we are not going to have a trial of any kind, correct?
Yes.
To the charge of operating while intoxicated, how do you plead? Yeah, it's nice and loud for me, please.
Guilty.
On March 1 of 2026, were you operating a motor vehicle in the township of Grosse Ile?
Yeah.
And prior to that, did you drink alcohol? And if so, what did you drink and how much?
Yes. I don't remember exactly. I think 3 months, like 3 shots,
3 shots of what?
vodka.
What else? How big were the shots? Let's talk about that first.
I'm not sure what the
Were you at a house? Were you at a bar?
other.
Were they pouring single shots or double shots or triple shots? Do you know?
They were single.
What else did you have to drink? How many?
Stuff.
All right, now we get to the bottom of it. So 7 beers and 3 shots, and you're pulled over by the police. Why?
Accident.
You caused an accident? What did you drive into? Another car?
Yes.
How?
How?
How'd the accident happen? Yes.
I rear-ended somebody.
You think you did that at least in part because of your alcohol consumption?
So
Were they stopped at a red light or a stop sign?
I
And that was on what road?
don't know.
Okay, that was on Meridian and Macomb Street, correct?
I believe so.
And afterward, you were given a breathalyzer or a blood test, correct? And which was it? Did you go to the hospital for a blood test, or did you take a breathalyzer or intoxilizer at the Grosse Ile Police Department? And counsel, what were the results of that?
It's learning about it too.
Mr. Wayne, can you tell me?
0.24.
All right. You stipulate that that was an accurate reading for purposes of the plea?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right,
It's 0.244, 0.244.
maybe she needs sobriety court. I'll accept the plea to operating when intoxicated. You're not on probation or parole, correct? I'll accept the plea to operating while intoxicated, dismiss the lead the scene, dismiss the super drunk. I'll order a screening and assessment. Who's this with you? Your mom in the back?
Yes. And stepfather.
He's not today.
Oh,
Okay, now the problem is I have to order immobilization of the vehicle. Vehicle's titled in her name, so I have to order that for 90 days. And you have to have that completed within 7. You're gonna have to have a company come out, put a club on the steering wheel. So I'm gonna give you until September the 2nd to complete that. Okay? It's a week from today. So that's gonna be 90 days of mobilization by September 2nd. Now, she had one 7 years ago. What else you been in trouble on? Why are you, I mean, you had a lot to drink then. When you stood,
that was the anniversary celebrating her friend's suicide. Look at the friend. She didn't know stuff.
I just think she needs to think about sobriety court.
Well, actually, that's
Where does she work at?
for,
Got a good job at Ford? What do you do there?
for what that right here.
Yeah, you got a good job. You don't want to see anybody else get that, right? I think she needs to think about it.
Well, I think she would consider she's doing AA 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah, but it's intense here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, she would be eligible for restricted, I think, after 45 days from the date of sentence. But we put her on a bond regimen here for about 5 weeks. You'd have to test them. You'd have to immediately get into treatment. You're gonna start going NA 3 times a week. You're gonna remain on the sober link. You're going to have to come to status review hearings with me every 2 weeks. You're gonna have to meet with probation in the off weeks. And I think I said you have to test all at your own expense now, but when we accept you into the program, that's done through our grant.
I saw her test today. Well, I didn't see the actual test, but I saw her go in the bathroom because I don't think she has a problem with that. Only thing I.
Well, she didn't go in the bathroom to test. She went in to blow the sober link, right?
Well, I found that.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, she has to submit the chemical tests.
With the court, she's a swing shift out there. Would the court work with that?
The only thing is I have my status review hearings. It's 7:30 in the morning on Wednesdays. Or right now, 3 o'clock on Tuesdays in the afternoon. But shortly, we're gonna be doing everything on Wednesdays, 7:30 in the morning or 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Wednesday at a time is good out on Wednesdays.
Well, good. Let's put you down for sobriety court consideration. Call over there for them. And we're gonna try to do this, Heather. If she decides she doesn't want to do it, you let us know. Well, I understand, but I mean, okay, that's fine. But if she decides she can't do it, doesn't want to do it, you let us know and I'm gonna move the sentencing up. Otherwise, we're gonna make it the end of September, Heather. And we have to notify, go ahead.
It doesn't need to be on a Groseal Day, correct?
Well, this is
Or we do.
We do, because this could be restitution here with rear-ending an accident.
4 weeks is September 23rd, and then we would have Groseal 6 weeks at October 7th.
Let's do October 7th at 8:30, okay?
Okay.
October 7th at 8:30, and we'll go from there. Now, the good thing is about the immobilization starting now is it can kind of run concurrent, if you know what I'm saying. Your lawyer will understand. So you get 90 days. If you do it now, then 45 days after sentence. So sometime by the 3rd week of November, you'd be entitled to a restricted license. Okay, to drive to and from work to probation, during employment. to AA to treatment, et cetera. So your lawyer can explain all that to you, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right. Have a good day. We're gonna give you the mobilization order. You're gonna be screened and assessed. And you're going to go over to get your court notice too. So court notice, screening and assessment. And with the probation department. And then you're gonna meet with the probation sobriety court officer, okay?
Okay.
Best of luck. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
Yeah.
All right, what do I have here? David Allen? David Leonard Allen, 261-50909 A and B. Who's your lawyer again?
This gentleman here.
Mr. Graziano.
Excuse me. Good morning, Judge. John Buckland, appearing on behalf of David Allen.
All right, how you doing? Okay, so your name, sir?
Leonard Allen?
We have a drive while suspend and a leave the scene for purposes of arraignment. Does he stand mute, wait formal?
Yes, Judge.
And then he's going to plead guilty as charged to driving on a suspended and failure to report. And I'm going to then dismiss the leave the scene, which is a 6-pointer, and he's pleading the failure to report. True?
That's correct.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes.
If you plead guilty to failure to report a property damage accident, possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail, costs are all those. There's 0 points associated with that. If you plead on while suspend, that's punishable by up to 500 fines, 93 days jail, costs are all those and 2 points. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights? If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and we're not going to have a hearing or trial. Do you understand that? To the charge driving on a suspended, how do you plead?
Guilty.
To the charge failure to report a property damage accident, how do you plead? On July, did I say something wrong?
No, Judge.
On July 5 of 26 at 3:42 PM, were you operating a motor vehicle at or near 21121 Gibraltar Road in Brownstown?
Yes.
Were you involved in an accident?
Yes.
Was your license suspended? And did you leave the scene after being involved in an accident without notifying the police?
Yes.
What were you involved in an accident with? Was it another car?
We were in a drive-through at a Taco Bell and I decided to pull out of the line, so I put the car into reverse and
Struck a car.
took the foot off the brake and I just slid back, so I bumped into the person that was behind me.
And then you left the scene.
No,
No, Judge, he in fact he spoke with the affected driver, he exchanged information, gave his license and indicated that there are any damages that he'd be willing to pay for it. In fact, he's been in continuous contact.
But they didn't notify the police.
That's correct.
there's a video of.
Hang on, you didn't notify the police though, right? Are you on probation or parole right now? Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
Please accept that the suspended driving as well as failure to report. I'm going to dismiss the leave the scene. I'm going to give you a $500 personal bond. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court or violate a law. Must appear in court as directed. No contact with the victim. No contact with the victim. And you're not to enter or go near 21121 Gibraltar Road is a Taco Bell.
Yes.
You're not to go back there for now, okay?
That's my job.
Or does he have a craving for tacos?
No.
Huh?
With the lettuce issue, Judge, no.
I hadn't been there like 20 years ago, so.
All right, good enough. So I'm notifying the victim. We're gonna make sure we notify the victim. I still have to do that. The victim has the right to seek any restitution if applicable. And that's it. We'll give you a sentence date and we'll notify the victim. Again, Heather, maybe make sure that probation notifies the victim. What do you have for me in terms of a sentence date?
Do September 9th at 8:45.
September 9th at 8:45, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Sir, do you have any questions? All right, I wish you well. Good luck. So I'm writing down notified victim on this, Heather, on the sticky note too. Thank you. Good luck. Go down the hall and get your notice. I'm not ordering a pre-sentence report to be clear here. People against, John Philip Logothetis, 26I-415-650.
Good morning, Judge and staff. John Gretzky, I have John Logothetis, who's to my right. Please identify yourself, sir. John.
Sorry, sir.
What's your name?
John Lopez.
So he wrote on the second line, first of all, for purposes of arraignment, does he stand mute way for
Yeah,
all reading?
Judge, it was a little bit confusing because it appeared that he originally, the report may have been failure to ID himself after an accident. However, the way it was written up, it appeared it was a failure to report, which would ultimately be a 0.2.
So is he pleading to something?
He's pleading to failure to report, which is a 0.5.
He wrote dismissal as to the charge of.
There was a mistake. It was thought that the original charge was
Leave the scene.
leaving the scene, Judge. That's where the mistake.
All right, so he's gonna plead the failure to report, right?
That's correct, sir.
If you plead to that, sir, the possible penalties are up to 100 fines, 90 days jail costs, or all those and 0 points. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
And did you sign, read, and understand the advice or rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Can you call him the Groseville Township Prosecutor? All right, to the charge of failure to report a property damage accident. You understand all your rights, correct?
Yes, sir.
To the charge failure to report a property damage accident, how do you wish to plead?
Guilty.
Judge, restitution has already been taken care of.
I just want to make sure.
Understood, Judge.
On August 3 of 26 at 3:51 in the morning, were you operating a motor vehicle on Chatham near Elbamar and Groseville?
That's correct.
Were you involved in an accident?
I hit a mill. That's correct.
All right, and then you left the scene without calling the police,
That's correct.
and the mailbox belonged to some other homeowner?
That's correct. It was Sam, can't pronounce his last name. Dario.
Okay, are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Where were you going to?
My house. I live 3 houses down. I was going around the corner. I looked down at my phone, went over to the right.
3:51 in the morning.
Judge, I know it sounds, he was very tired at that time. I know what you're alluding to.
You know what I'm alluding?
I certainly know what you're alluding to.
You're lucky maybe, Mr. Logothetis. Listen, don't say a word about it, okay?
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to make any admissions here. What do you do for a living?
I'm a sales manager at a car dealership in Fernville.
Has anybody forced you to plead guilty here? And you're not on probation or parole?
That's correct.
Can you come on up here, Mr. Wayne, real quick, please, and identify yourself if you would?
Yes, Wayne on behalf of Bristol Township, Your Honor.
So he pled his charge to failure to report,
Yes.
and that's what you wanted, right?
Yes.
Okay, because the way you wrote it, it said dismissal underneath it, and then it said failure to report, but Mr. Graziani's a professional gentleman, and he told me the truth, and so I took his plea. I want to find out, can you call the victim and make sure they don't want to appear for sentencing?
Yes.
Judge, I don't even believe it. With all due respect, I don't even believe a sentencing is necessary evidence.
No, that's why I'm gonna do it if the victim doesn't want to appear. Your name?
Detective Stephen Harris.
I saw that he tendered a check for 2,500.
Yes, and I tried calling the victim, Santorini. He did not answer. I left a message, did not answer. The defendant did show me.
I just have to still give them the opportunity to speak. That's what I was hoping, is that somebody would answer and tell you that they don't want to appear, and then I could just sentence them now. Can you try again?
Yes.
How long ago did you call
Oh, I'd say maybe 40 minutes ago,
him?
45.
Why don't you
minutes ago.
try again?
Okay.
And then let us know. I'm accepting your plea. And,
Really next door neighbors.
yeah, he said he lives 3 doors down. If he can just tell us he doesn't want to show, or if he does, he could do it now. I can put this case to bed. I hate to make him come back. We're gonna go off the record, okay?
Judge.
Hey, Mr. Green, this is Detective Santorini.
I'm using Judge. Yeah, they were here at one. Opposition. I'm gonna speak, the others is right, and they satisfied with the. Amen. That's- Okay, so you're good, you're set. Okay, so
He doesn't want to speak. Okay, go back on record. All right, we're back on record. Detective, identify yourself again.
Detective Constantine Sackenters.
Did you get a hold of the victim?
I did.
And the victim said,
He's fully satisfied. He said, Mr. Lowithy is a stand-up guy. I gave him the bill. He paid it. He did a wonderful thing. He goes, he's a great neighbor and I have no issues with him.
so he doesn't want to speak.
No,
He's satisfied with his restitution.
yes, he is.
Anything else?
Nothing else, Judge, and, thank you.
Anything else?
Thank you, sir.
You're gonna use your head next time, right? I don't know if I believe your phone thing, but I'm not gonna sit here and cross-examine you. That would be completely inappropriate. I'm gonna cut you slack. At least you were stand-up-ish about it by paying the restitution. 100 fines, 200 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. Obviously, if I had proof beyond a reasonable doubt that something different happened, you would not be getting off this light, but I'm not going to speculate. 425 or 60 days, go down the hall, pay that, and you're all set. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
Sufian,
Thank you.
Sufian, is it Suhaib Salman Sufian? 26I415614. Is this defendant failed to appear, they wrote up? Default judgment is entered. It was scheduled for a department rep at 9:15. It's now 11. The default judgment is entered in favor of the plaintiff, and we get the defendant, Leanne Nicole Joseph, 18B121772.
Morning, Judge Deanne Patillo, 8237A on behalf of Ms. Joseph. She is present on Zoom, Your Honor. She wasn't at.
Yeah, I'm trying to get her out of the breakout room.
You see what happened on this? She didn't turn her packet. I have a good mind to make her.
That's why it's no PSI. She has, we went over the.
Ms. Joseph,
She's still not out. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna close them, force her out. It'll only take 10 seconds.
okay,
So that's why there's no PSI.
right.
But she has the packet because we talked to her.
She's been difficult.
There she is.
Ms. Joseph, your name, ma'am?
Leanne Joseph.
Why didn't you I got your lawyer here. State your name.
Leanne Joseph.
No, Ms. Patillo.
Deanne Patillo, P8237A on behalf of Ms. Joseph.
Why didn't you return your packet, Ms. Joseph?
Yeah, so they sent it to me late. She said, you got to get it sent in. So I couldn't fill it out in the spaces provided because you just couldn't. So I sent it. I mailed it to you guys. I mailed it to you, but it came from Florida, so I don't know. You should have it.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Tell probation we need them to go in with Ms. Joseph and fix all this. I'm not in the mood to be a babysitter on this case.
Yeah, she asked.
Ma'am, you got to take care of business. Will you do that for me, please? We can put this to bed and everybody will be happy. Okay, thank you. So you got to get the packets there on time. They sent it to you.
Yeah. When sent
Let's,
it say
hang on. Slow down. John, call over to probation, have somebody go on there with Ms. Joseph, whoever handled that. When are we going to do the new sentencing, Heather?
Do you want to do the 2-week date, Judge?
That's fine with me.
That will be September 9th. We'll do 8:45.
At 8:45, okay, Ms. Joseph? Now just wait. Probation is going to come in there and they are going to speak with you.
Okay.
And we are going to make sure that you have everything, okay?
All right. Thank you very much. You have a great one.
You too. Just be patient now. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll go, Miss Joseph, I'm gonna go ahead and put you back in a breakout room and wait there for probation to come in, please.
All right. Thank you.
So I have to write somebody else.
You want to do these now?
Yeah, do I have any other?
Graziano's got 2 more.
I'll put those in.
I think it was it.
We got 2 more they're saying.
John's got 2 more.
Lamont Thomas Irvin, 26B15107-2A. Defendant failed to appear. We're gonna issue a show cause. Did you know this was Sadie's 39th birthday?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
David Al. David, 39, you should be flattered you're 39, huh? I mean, are you kidding me? David Allen Myers, 261-51376. C, A, and B. We're gonna issue a show cause on the C file. A and B is default judgment. You're gonna tell everybody down there, right, Heather,
Yes.
that it's Sadie's birthday?
They knew, they said happy birthday.
Charlene McClendon, 26B151164. We're gonna issue a show on that. Mr. Boyd didn't show up, huh?
No, Judge, and when he got all those dates, I gave him an individual notice for each date to appear.
Oh, and the prosecutor, will you?
Miss
249.
Joseph, can you join that breakout room, please?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought I did.
Sean Tuttle, 25B701485. Defendant failed to appear for show cause. I'm gonna issue a warrant. I'm gonna forfeit the bond. Oh, wait a minute, he's currently in custody. We sent a writ to the jail. I don't think it's appropriate for me to issue a warrant if the jail didn't bring him in. Will you check on this one, Heather? Tuttle, please.
Yeah, I'll look in on that one, Judge, because I know that was something where he's, I believe, out of state in Kentucky or somewhere, if I remember correctly, but I
Corbin,
will.
Kentucky. Robert Thomas Boyd. Robert Thomas Boyd. 25B. Wait, we should get Miss Patillo in here.
You go better.
Yeah.
Also, Judge, did you want to let Miss O'Donnell know what you need for?
Yeah, Ms.
Joseph?
Joseph said, somebody sent her a screening packet and she said she mailed it back and I don't know what's going on. She's so difficult. I told her you can talk to her and this has just been going on, this case seemingly for a long time. So we either get her a new packet, teach her how to email it, do whatever you gotta do, but I'm setting the sentencing in 2 weeks on
Perfect,
that
Judge.
case. Thanks.
What do you want to do about the sign right there for the
Did you get the invite, Jessica?
I
or
think
no?
I accidentally clicked out of it, Heather. I was just sending you a message. Sorry.
I'm going to move you to one and then move you back to there. So don't click on the first one.
Okay, thank you.
She's already gone, Connor. I did call her and texted her.
Is she coming back? We're here on Boyd, 25B82557. He failed to appear. Her lawyer's gone. Your name?
Caitlin fully part of her Bronson Township.
How many days did I give him again last time? This is just 12, right? No, 6. You're supposed to serve 12 more today. If he didn't do anything, what did he do?
Yeah, I talked to the director yesterday. He is non-compliant on any of the listed requirements inspection.
Heather? Send a
Yes,
new
Judge.
notice. Send a new notice to Mr. Boyd.
For
Set it
his
in
next start, or
When-
you had him doing 12
I
and then
know.
and then 18 more I think that was if he wasn't compliant today. And then
Theo is here. Whenever she's here, she's probably here in 2 weeks.
yes, you want me just to set a new date for him to come back in 2 weeks?
Yeah, with Mr. Send one to Mr. Boyd, and if he doesn't show, I'm gonna have to issue a warrant for him, and then they're gonna have to go out and pick him up and.
Do you want me to set it as a hearing / jail start date?
Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
you're welcome.
I have 2 more.
I heard
Are those yours?
I don't,
Can you double check on those, please?
yeah.
Thank
I
you.
believe one, that's the, one is, yeah, if I have them checked correctly, they're both yours, Caitlin Dean Thompson and Christopher Perez Paredes.
Thank you.
Please.
But there's more stuff.
This courtroom hearing takes an unexpected turn as Michael Anthony Thomas Jr. appears before the judge with his case scheduled for trial and jury selection the following Monday. At first, the defense is prepared to move forward, but there is one important issue that could potentially affect the direction of the case. Thomas's attorney explains that there was recently a hearing connected to the same allegations in a separate family law matter, and testimony from that hearing may contain information about the complainant that could be important to the defense. Rather than rushing straight into trial, the attorney asks for time to obtain and review the transcript from that earlier hearing. The judge agrees that both sides should have the opportunity to examine it carefully. The court decides to reset the case to a review docket, giving the attorneys time to get the transcript and determine whether the testimony changes anything about the case or possible negotiations. The judge also notes that a previous plea offer had already been rejected. That means the newly requested transcript could become especially important. If the information from the family court hearing changes the situation, the attorneys can return to court and discuss whether a different resolution is possible. But if nothing changes, the case will go right back onto the trial docket. For now, Michael Thomas's trial is put on hold while both sides wait for a closer look at the earlier testimony. One transcript could potentially change the strategy of the entire case, or it could simply confirm that the case is headed straight to trial. The next court date may reveal which direction this case will take.